Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to ESPN Radio. We have lots of coverage to bring up to you today. I'm alongside my co-host, Adam and Eric, and we're going to be starting off with the MLB trade deadline. We're also talk a little bit of NHL offseason free agency and trading, and NFL training camp, which starts this week. Adam, how do you feel about the Red Sox pitching rotation right now, and what do they need to do to improve it?
Well, obviously the rotation isn't that great. They need to acquire more starting pitching. They already went out and got Drew Pomeranz. He's been decent, but they've been linked to Chris Sale a lot. They have a really deep farm system, so that could happen. And on the rival side, the Yankees, they just traded away Aroldis Chapman to the Cubs. They got a nice package for him, but there's a few teams that are still looking for relievers, like the Nationals or Indians, still trying to make a push to the playoffs.
Yeah, in my opinion, I honestly think the Yankees won that trade. They have Chapman's a good. He's a good closer, but the Yankees got a lot of talent and young talent, which is what they need in their organization right now. So I think that's a really good win for them. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, totally.
I also agree.
Yeah.
It's the first time in about 20 years where they haven't been really in it for a while. So they've just look into the future and put this season aside.
All right, now we're going to talk about the NHL offseason. So, as the mirror in Boston, the Bruins, I don't feel like they've done enough. They've signed David Backes, which is a huge signing for them, but they haven't done enough in their defensive core, who's a pretty weak defense right now.
Yeah, I agree because David Back is a great player, don't get me wrong, brings a lot of talent and leadership to the group, but probably one of the worst defensive cores in hockey right now, especially teams that are actually close to a playoff spot. What do? They sign David Back is in, a backup goalie. Great.
Yeah, the Bruins need defense right now. There's a lot of speculation that Krejci might get traded, moved around for a defenseman, which I would think that might be an option because bringing in a center like Backes. And Backes helps them out on the defensive end, though, because he's such a good two-way forward. I also like to bring out how the New Jersey Devils have been making a splash this offseason, absolutely stealing Taylor Hall from the Edmonton Oilers for Adam Larson. I understand the Oilers need defense, but I don't think Larson and Hall that's not a fair trade. So New Jersey won that easily. And also they picked up Penguins defenseman Ben Lovejoy, who just came off a Stanley Cup, got a big pay raise for what he was getting paid out in Pittsburgh. He's a great, strong defenseman, and he's going to help that New Jersey team. And I feel as if that New Jersey team, I think they're going to get the 8th seed in the East this year.
And Edmonton, get used to it. Shirley makes a lot of dumb moves.
They also picked up Milan Lucic, who will bring some leadership in their locker room, but I don't think that's enough to put him over. Connor McDavid. Yeah, Connor McDavid got injured last year, which doesn't help them because we don't really know if he's going to be injured playing the NHL. But I feel as if he'll come in and have a great season next year, and I'd say bring in around 50 points. NFL training camp starts this week. Eric, how do you feel about the Patriots coming into this training camp?
The Patriots, I think they'll be okay. They think they'll lose week 1 against Arizona, but I think they should, worst case scenario, lose 1 of 3 at home. Texans, maybe without J.J. Watt. Dolphins, we don't even want to go there. They're just bad run team. And then the Bills, another bad run team. But around the league, you never know. Le'Veon Bell missing 4 games, and there's always one superstar who gets hurt in training camp. Jordy Nelson last year with the Packers. Hopefully, no, it's not Rob Gronkowski this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Patriots have to avoid the injury bug, but I think they can still go 3-1 and just keep it afloat until Tom Brady comes back and does what he does best, which is, win games for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think Garoppolo. I think he'll do decent. I don't think he'll win week 1, which is gonna get some Patriots fans not very happy. They're gonna be all like, "Oh, he's terrible." Playing the Cardinals in their own stadium is a hard place to play. I don't think he's ready for it. His NFL debut. Am I correct there?
Yes.
It will be
first start.
Yeah, his first start. That's what I meant. We'll be throwing there in a very hard stadium to play just for a veteran. So I think he'll handle the pressure all right, but I don't think he'll come out there for a win. All right, that's all the time we have today from ESPN Radio. Thanks for tuning in. I'm alongside my co-hosts Adam and Eric. Thank you for listening.